What's up, E.D.G family? Kevin here, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Eat, Drink, Game. Today we are going to be unboxing a game I'm pretty excited about. It's one of those games that was been on my list for a while. Never actually knew if I was going to pull the trigger, pick it up, but this is Stars of Akarios. This is by Actually, now I believe they're Open Owl Studios. They've also done Mythwind and more recently Stonesaga, which I did back. So we are going to dive into this. This is version 1.0. I am saying that because they currently are running a crowdfunding campaign for a 1.5 version with some expansions. So I'm going to open this up. We're going to check it out together. Hopefully I'll get a couple plays through it in the next couple months, and I can decide whether I want to grab the 1.5 upgrade pack and continue playing this game. I'll be right back. Alright, so before we get into this unboxing, we have a guest. I haven't had this before. This is Space Camper, which I have had, but this is Quantum Hop IPA. It's an India Pale Ale Imperial. It's by Boulevard Brewing Company. This is out of Kansas City, Missouri. Save the Earth, the only planet with beer. This is a 9.5 ABV, so we'll be sipping on this one rather slowly, but I do always appreciate some decent can art. So we're gonna pop this open as we talk a little bit about Stars of Akarios. Like I said, it's by Open Owl Studios, which used to be Out of My Mind Games, I believe. And it was something I initially wanted to back. I think it was around the same time as ISS Vanguard was out by Awaken Realms. There's just a lot of games out, so I didn't end up picking it up. It's always been in the back of my mind. And I got a fantastic deal on this. I don't know if it's because it's the 1.0. I don't know if it's because of the company I went through, but I will link the company. It was Revolution Deals or Revolution Beats. I'm saying that because I think they have multiple sites. I think they just do board games and maybe some other stuff, but I do know they also have vinyl, at least on the Revolution Beats site. So keep me off of there. But we're going to check out this craft. We're going to open up some boxes, and I believe there's going to be quite a bit of stuff to talk about. I will sit this here for a little bit until we need to move it. And yeah, I'm excited to get into this. I also got the Ships of Akarios, and I believe that's basically a lot of the kind of like your opponents and stuff are going to be standees in the base game, and these Ships of Akarios should replace them all with miniatures. So very excited about that. I think we need to get into this because I have no idea how long this is going to take. If you can't tell, which you probably can't tell, this box has quite a bit of lid lift. I'm guessing we got some, I don't know, cardboard punch outs, probably keeping that up. But the insert's by Game Trayz, so I would expect this to be quite good. When I did get it in, the shrink was a little torn up, but like I said, I'm not going to complain too much. Had a pretty good deal on this, and if we like it, like I said, we can get it updated and then maybe kind of shell it for a little bit until that update pack comes in. But it doesn't look, I mean, other than the shrink, we got a little bit of box damage, but it'll be alright. It'll be okay. Could have got a box damage from the Kickstarter, so I can't even complain about that. We'll get this out of the way. And it's just, you know, massively heavy box. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see what we need to do to get into some Stars of Akarios. Okay, like I said, a ton of punches up top. Tons of punch boards. Box isn't too bad from the inside. We can probably use a little bit of tape. What do we got here, though? I have no idea. No idea. Maybe a big poster. Got ourselves a big poster. Yeah, probably better just to check it out right here. So if you're into such things, I haven't figured out necessarily what to do with all like promotional arts and stuff. I want to frame a little bit of it, maybe put it on the wall, but we'll see. We'll stick this to the side. It doesn't need to go back in the box. But we got tons of punch outs. We'll open those here in a second, and then we got some foam keeping this up. Hopefully the box is the only thing damaged. Like I said, super excited about this game. I know the components are going to be great. I backed Stonesaga, which is more of a exploration, I don't want to call it a sandbox, but kind of an adventure game. And so I'm hoping that we'll get that in sometime this year. I think it was on my most anticipated games list of 2024. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. A lot of good games to talk about on there. Let's open these punch boards real quick so we can kind of set them to the side and keep going into this. I believe when this game was kind of previewed, it was, oh man, we do got some box damage. It's okay. We can fix that from the inside out. We'll figure that out later. But some standees or some punch outs. We got little grids. We got the standees are definitely going to be these ships right here. And we got little, number tokens. Not really sure what all this is going to do. Looks like we got some little character tokens as well. We got more ship tokens. We got some, I don't know, rule books below. So can't quite tell you what all this is yet. But just some more cardboard. More ships, more similar to what the last one was. Maybe the baggies. Maybe these are the baggies' little values for their ships. So we got more hexes to go on the board. So there's that. Are these double-sided? They are double-sided. FYI. And then more hex tiles. Also, once again, double-sided. Okay. So next we got. I believe this is gonna be like our player boards. We got our player boards. Let's go and open these up. Get them out of the shrink. We know where they go. They got a good spot. Game Trayz generally does a pretty good job. But we got. That's pretty good. Where your pilot's gonna go, your weapons. I don't know if these are reimagined on the 1.5. I know there's a lot of stuff they're replacing. Like I said, we get into this a little bit, get a couple plays, and then we'll figure out if we want to, get the 1.5 pack for it. I believe they have these flipped for a reason. It's a little tall, but we'll stick those to the side. Man, this box has got some damage. We'll have to, like I said, probably tape it up from the inside. That's okay. I'm gonna be gentle with it. I generally like my boxes not to be broke, but like I said, really good deal on this one. I couldn't really complain too much about it. I mean, I could, but I don't think I'd get. I don't think I'd quite get another copy for the price I paid on this one. Oh man, we got a lot of cards already in here. That is crazy how much is organized. I don't even know how much we want to go through this. I think I'm going to take this card tray out and see what we have below. Because we have a ton of cards here. That's a huge card tray. Love it. Heavy too. Looks like we got some little like, I think these are like kind of how you save your upgrades and whatnot. You have 4 different characters to choose from, and then I think you can kind of upgrade them on these pads as you go. So I don't know if there's like an endless amount of, not like as far as replayability goes. Looks like we got some cubes, black cubes, red cubes, yellow cubes, blue cubes, and a few purple cubes. And we got the little trays. We got the little trays for just so much stuff in this box. No wonder it broke. Oh my gosh. We got some. This is gonna be the cool stuff. So let's get some of this out of the way. I don't know where to necessarily put it yet, but I think we need to get some of this out of the way. There we go. Sit that off to the side. Sit this off to the side so we can get a clear view of what these are. Got a little A for the Akarios. Like I said, I originally think this game was Starlight when it funded on Kickstarter. But we do have these all staying in good shape. We have minis. We got minis. So we got some cool little ship minis. I'm not much of a painter, but I might contract somebody to paint these for me. We need a better backdrop than this gray on gray. I didn't even think about that when I picked this mat for the gaming table. I'm gonna use this as a backdrop. Actually, let's just use the white as a backdrop. That'll be better. That'll be better. I think that'll be better at least. Oh yeah. So we got really cool looking minis. This one, we'll have to see which one start as far as the starfighters go. We like, and then we got a character mini. Let me unsnap that, put it back in. Looks interesting. Has a tail. we'll use the front cam. I don't know. Like I said, gray on white, not generally the best best way to show these off, but we'll figure out something better for the future. Put this guy back away. I don't know if I'm gonna know how to rebox this. They got a little figure. Game Trayz is usually pretty good about telling you how to put this all back in, but all right, let's get another one of these boxes out. I don't know if I necessarily want to go through all the cards. Were these open? No, these weren't open. These are modified. It's like a modifier deck. This is the comparison to Gloomhaven. Like Gloomhaven and Space, I believe a lot of people got that from like the modifier deck, from like how you do damage and whatnot. Let's check this guy out. You're gonna go on there, right? We're not gonna force it. If we have to, we'll go in and file him up a little bit. But this guy's there. He is. He's on there. Okay, cool looking ship. Definitely different. Definitely a different aesthetic look. If I could get to the board, I'd just set them all on the board, but I'm guessing the board's below everything. I don't know. And then we got a cool character mini. This guy looks like a warrior. He's got a mace and a mace. He's got a shield. There we go. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Like I said, might have to find somebody to paint these up for me. We'll find out. We'll see what we get into this. What's below these? Here, let's stay on one side and keep going. Okay, we got another. Oh my gosh, another set of sheets to track. That's crazy. There's a lot of stuff in this box. So much stuff in this box. I'm gonna bring it a little bit further over. Kind of see what we got going on here. We don't need to look at these standees. Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, more pads to fill out, and then we got more stuff under there. But we got these little enemy things. These will basically track all your enemy stuff. I like these. A lot of them, obviously, but good feel to the cardboard. Seems sturdy. Yeah. And then oh man. So I think this is kind of like the exploration. There's like an exploration book they have in the 1.5, and I believe it's replacing maybe some of these cards. But it also looks like there's a combat effects reference guide on here. So quite important. I don't think I'm going to get into all of the cards. I think that might be a bit too much. I don't know what would be the right ones to do and what wouldn't be. This, I believe, is kind of like your main ship that you're traveling around on. I do not remember the name of it, but it is bigger than the rest of them. And I'm hoping we can... There we go. Very cool. I don't know. You guys might be able to get me back into miniature painting. I know a few of you are really into that over on the Discord. How did this guy go in? Did he go this way? I don't know. How did I take him out? We will have to figure that out. They're a little... I don't know. I don't know how I went in. But we have another... I'm not really sure what this is. Another miniature. Unsure what this is. I thought we were mainly just gonna see some like ships, ship minis and character minis as far as this goes. So I'm guessing this is some kind of ship or vehicle maybe that goes on the ground when you're on the ground. Not really sure. I'm thinking maybe this guy goes like this. Don't even know. Oh, he goes across. Okay, there we go. What do we got over here? Dice. That's cool. Dice, and here are our standees for the cardboards. Let's check this out though. Those are good looking look unique. The dice do look unique. I don't necessarily know what they all do. I know a little bit about this game as far as like it being like a campaign game. You're gonna be doing some space combat, some ground exploration, kind of making your way through space. But that is about the extent. Other than we got a lot of miniatures and they're doing a reprint. So throw these back in there. I don't think we need to look too much at these. We're probably not gonna use them but we'll put let's put these guys back in. I don't know if these guys just can find a new home or what. How did these guys doing? I do not know. You look good. Oh, these pads. Flip this guy over. There we go. He'll feel a little bit better. And then we can throw these pads in. Yep. And this guy, and we'll check out the other characters and their minis. Ooh, I like this one. This one kind of reminds me of. You guys ever play Wipeout? It was a video game back, I don't know, 90s, 2000s, like a combat racing game. They made a few of them. I really, really liked it. I feel like they even came out before like Crash Team Racing and what's the other one? Mario Kart. But it was like more like futuristic and very, very, very sleek. But that's what this guy reminds me of. Reminds me of like Wipeout, like those hovercraft looking vehicles. I'm gonna nose that here in a minute because I feel like we're making good time here. There's the board. We got another miniature, another character miniature. This one's got a staff. Doesn't look quite as battle ready as the last one, but you know what? Looks can be deceiving. Here we go. I'm gonna open this guy up, and then I'm gonna nose that. Like, not putting it off. I really want to check that out. Like I said, I've had a few of these space campers over the last year, and I'm excited for that one. Oh, another interesting looking ship. I think the only thing that's going to keep me from getting too crazy into this as far as it being a campaign game is my buddy just got, I think he's getting his Wave 2 ISS Vanguard, and I think him and I might dive into that together. Might be something we do on here. I don't know. This one, she looks cool. Little pistol in her hand. I think all the modifier decks are basically going to be the same. Let's see what this is. After we nose this. After we nose this. We've checked out a lot of cardboard, plastic already. We need a little bit of a break, right? I'm trying to think, where did these... we'll get there. Definitely getting some hops on there. I mean, how would we not? This is an Imperial India Pale Ale. Usually I like them with, you know, like a mango or like a fruit, kind of like this one. I'm not getting too much fruit on. I'm just getting some hop. I'm just getting some hop notes. But let's get into this. Let's get into this. Very floral on the front. Dry on the back. 9.5 ABV, I believe is what I said. Not too bitter for it being an Imperial. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like hops, so well, there we go. Flavors are starting to come out a little bit. We'll let that sit for a little bit. Let me kind of formulate what I'm getting here. But let's jump into this. Oh, the Sparrow. That's what that is. So this probably use this to track, and then it looks like it probably holds some stuff. But yeah, has some key information as far as immunity goes, and then has a trauma deck. So that's quite interesting. Probably have I bet that tracker dice goes in there. And then I think we'll pull these back out and grab our board. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to take it all out and get some decent tape in here. I don't know if we need to keep these foam or not, but we got a player board, and looks like the rule book's in here. So I am going to, in our scenario book, oh my gosh, we got more minis. Oh my gosh, there's way more characters in here than I thought. I think you just swap them out, but that's always good news. More characters are always good. All right, let's jump into this then. Doesn't look like we have stands for them all, so that might be something you just kind of have to go out. But I like the fact that we got some variety. It kind of changes. I thought we just had 4 characters, but interesting looking ship. It might not be a ship. I don't know. Looks kind of like it could be a space creature. Got like a sandworm dune looking mouth a little bit, like a scoop. Unsure. This guy's also quite interesting. Maybe this might just be stuff you mess with. I don't know. We'll have to see. Very, very interesting looking miniature. This one's got a lot more texture than some of the ships. That's kind of what's questioning. But this definitely looks like a ship. Definitely looks like a ship here. So, yeah. And then this one. Very, very sleek and long. If I'd have known, I would have pulled out a standee to show these off just a little bit better. But I wasn't sure we were going to have quite so many minis in this, but we'll have to see what they're all for. This one's kind of cool. Got some spikes on the back and then some little wings up front. This guy's a big guy. Look at this big guy. Looks like a rock guy with a huge rock, kind of his own rock hammer, almost. Very, very interesting as far as the design goes. That works. No questions where he goes. This guy's a small guy. Small little alien. So, yeah. Unsure what goes in there. I'm sure we got stuff to sort out. Probably a lot of the punch outs to punch those out. This guy looks cool. He kind of almost looks like Predator. Like the Predator. The way his head tails kind of look and his body and I don't know. Looks menacing. This guy? Yeah. And then the last one, as far as this goes, just kind of a sleek looking, kind of reminds me of almost like the Star Wars like Camino looking aliens. But yeah, I bet we're gonna have some stuff to fill in here, put some other stuff in. We'll open up, I don't think we're gonna open up the scenario book. I don't know if there's a whole lot of reason to do that right now. But I will open up the game board, see what's in there. We can do that. Might be a good spot to set some of these minis on as we're going through the ships of Akarios. There we go. So we do have a rule book. We have 10 player ships and 8 pilots. So that is what that is. Sparrow miniature. I'm looking. If there's anything I saw that we didn't really, I kind of skip over because I didn't know. Some pilot tokens. 200-page scenario book. Yeah, we don't need to go through that right now. World exploration cards. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be maybe some information as far as how this goes back in. You know, just in case I do have to pull all of this out. I don't want to just take pictures. I could just take pictures. We're going to have to take this box up a little bit, though. Prefer to do it from the inside. Super carefully. Lots of information. Lots of information. The rule book doesn't look too thick, though. There is a Stars of Akarios app as well. So that is cool. I don't know what's all in it. It looks like access to full scenario book, including any newly released content, creation kit, create custom scenarios with your own space battles, and community stories. So I like that. That's cool. Cool little It looks like kind of an ability reference area, the index, and then a quick reference. So nothing wrong with that, but I might leave this out for right now, just to, and I don't know. I think we put the foam back in. I feel like the foam's there for shipping. I'm gonna put this board out though, because I mean, I think the miniatures are gonna look better when we pull them out of the other one. If we, ooh, I like it. There we go. That's cool. Yeah, I think we'll try to put some of this stuff back in. And if you guys, any of you have this game out there, definitely let me know. I've definitely been pinging people out on the Discord, trying to see, you know, if they had it, what they thought of it, before I pulled the trigger on it. But we'll put. I'm trying to think. These guys. I feel like there's gotta be a better spot for these, but maybe not. Maybe put the rest of them right here. Unsure. Yeah. This is massive. Massive card box. And then this will go on top. I know we had cubes, but I don't really know where to put the cubes. We got more stuff to deal with, but we'll put the cubes down here for right now. I know those are probably sitting a little high, but we will get this all organized and figure it out. There's got to be some kind of reference somewhere. Get the box fixed, put this back on, and we will set you off to the side. Definitely not on the inside, but if you're wondering how bad this was, just a little bit in that corner. There we go. I can tape and fix that up. We'll make it look as nice as it can. Like I said, hoping this is going to be a pretty solid campaign game to get into. Maybe particularly two-handed solo. We'll see what happens. But let's jump into the ships of Akarios. See what this was. I will show you something funny. Now, I feel like I do this sometimes when I'll like grab a box and I'll be talking about it, and then I'll look at the front and be like, it's upside down. And this is generally what happens. But this was packaged that way, so kind of funny. But let's get this guy opened up. There, let's do that. Here we go. The ships of Akarios. This box is in much better shape, but it's also not quite so, I don't know, so much stuff in it. But there we go. Let's get this off so we can get some of that camera reflection out of there. But which way do we need this? It was the other side that was, I feel like, wrong. These are cool. So we got a full ship collection here. Double stack trays. Let's look at a couple of these, because I know these are going to be, a lot of them are going to be the same. A lot of different scene types as far as that goes. You saw there's kind of some enemy, set you off over here maybe? Yeah, that'll work. Had some enemy looking, those little cards, quite a few of them. So, I mean, I guess you could have all 6 of these same types out if you wanted them to. Wish I had access to one of the stands. We'll have to get one from the bottom. They should have their own stands as far as that goes. I don't know if there's like a, yeah, he goes right there. Let's pull this out. Let's pull it out. There we go. Tons of stands. What are you even doing? Tons of stands, tons of minis. I will say, I think the most couple of these down here definitely recognizable from the campaign, but we'll check these out. These look super weird. Definitely some interesting looking ship designs. Oh, probably doesn't go on one quite this tall, but yeah, looks quite interesting. We got some shorter stands. Hopefully it's not like a huge pain to get all these stands back in. I could see that being a thing. I could. Let's snap this guy on. There we go. Very weird looking. I'm excited to see how these guys kind of go on here. See how they look on the board. They're hex standees, so. Grab this guy before we get the big one. These guys are much smaller. Probably the smallest one in at least this box. There we go. A lot of these probably look really, really good once they're painted up, so we'll have to keep that in mind. But let's grab this guy. This guy's weird. I don't know if this is a ship or, you know, kind of a space creature. Kind of looks like a space whale. Definitely one of the bigger ones, at least out of the top, biggest one out of the top for sure. But interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put him back. And we got these guys. Let's start with this one. Another weird one, just like the last one we kind of looked at. I'm not a huge fan of these little bases, though. I don't know if they get worked in and out, but I feel like they're hard to get in. And maybe it might be the standee type. I don't know. I don't know too much other than the fact that these guys are a little hard to get in on some of them. Other ones weren't. Maybe they just needed. And like I said, any of you got any advice on this as far as this game goes, definitely let me know. Leave me some comments. See this guy. This guy looks really interesting. I'm not really sure why they did the mold this way, but like I said, might just need cleaned up a little bit. Very trying to remind me what some of these designs look like as far as like another IP goes, like what I would see some of these ships in. Boom, boom, boom. These guys are much bigger. Look like some battle cruisers. Definitely look more like some battle cruisers. Let's see if we can get a stand on him. And I don't know if it's the stand that needs some love or it's the little. I don't know. Just don't want to force them in and snap some of these in case I need them all. Okay. Got what, 3 of these guys? No, these are different. These are different. This kind of reminds me of Firefly a little bit. There we go. That one went right in. That one went right in. No problems there. Maybe don't take him back out, but yeah. We had 2 of those. I want to get to those, but oh my gosh, this guy is massive. Is this one that needs a long one? I don't know. Whichever we get to go in there for right now, but this guy is massive. For me not being the biggest miniatures guys, I sure pick up a few games. I got a lot of minis. This was part of the deal though. It's kind of a bundle, so there we go. Interesting. Well, went in there though. Went in there. I don't really know how to describe these guys. These guys are some of these minis are just straight up different as far as the design goes than a lot of like other space ones I've seen. This looks like a space camper. Like actual like I'm gonna take it out like an RV. Like Spaceballs. There we go. So this one very deep. This one's got more detail on it than a lot of them. Texture's pretty good. Check him out. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. Very, very cool. This one's one of my favorites. But I'll say, I think the most recognizable from just at least the box and the campaign. Does this go? Which way does this go? Down? No, definitely wanted it the other way. Set better. There we go. Are these guys? These guys are cool. I know they're not super big, but these are just very unique. I think this is on the box. So between that last one and this one, I would say these are probably my favorite miniatures, in at least the ships of Akarios box. Here we go. Very cool. But yeah, I'm very excited to get, you know, try to figure this game out. I feel like there's a lot. You saw how much was in that. I don't know if I've ever seen a Game Trayz quite. I mean, distilled's pretty good, but that's a lot of layers. No, like I said, no wonder my box fell apart. We needed like a metal box for the dang thing. Wonder if they offer in box replacements, just because I just don't know how they expected cardboard to hold that much plastic. It's gonna go back on there pretty well. Yeah, it looks like it. Let's get these back on. We'll talk about it a little bit. Obviously not super. I feel like it's weird that a lot of those didn't fit quite so well as far as the standees. But that tight box. But I feel like a lot of that goes down to just you know, they might need worked in. They might need some love. We'll see what happens. I'm glad the board looks fine. Other than, you know, the box that we got going on right here. That's probably, and I can't blame like or Open Al Studio for that. Other than the fact that, like I said, this box needs some love. This box needs some love, and there was just a lot of stuff in here. I don't necessarily know the best way to go through, and hopefully, you know, a lot of these are where they need to go. You see to pull them out. I believe these cubes will probably be player cubes. I was gonna sit that board back in now that we're done with it. See if it made things sit a little nicer putting it back together. But I'll have to give this guy some love. Give him a little bit of sturdiness as far as trying to make it all. Keep it from breaking anymore, to be honest, is probably to be the most important thing. That's all in there. We can throw these cubes in here for right now. Like I said, I think these are probably player cubes. I'm guessing. There's trackers and stuff. Purple probably is for the like the base, your base ship that everybody kind of goes off of. And we will, oh, there we go. Snap that guy in. It said crazy card carrier. I got a lot of Game Trayz coming in this year, so I'm thinking as many cool Game Trayz. Can we get this to like flip? Is that the thing? Is that why they had them flipped? Does they take up less space that way? Unsure, but let's put them in. See if that makes a difference as far as that goes. I don't know. Maybe, because I need a guide. I need a guide on this. I felt like the way they were in there when I got them out is not the same way as I put them back in. But that might just be for packaging. Yeah, lots of stuff. Don't really know if I've ever unpacked a base game with quite so many things, so we'll have to see how Stonesaga looks when it gets in. And I'll tell you right now, that's going to be like 3 boxes, so we will have to see. We'll have to see how they do that. Hopefully the box comes in better shape. But like I said, can't blame them. This is from a third party, and who knows how they received it. And hard to say. Let's talk about this for one more minute. Space Camper. This is a Quantum Hop IPA, Imperial IPA. And I think it's probably definitely more for you IPA lovers out there. This is not something I would give to just anybody to try. It is quite hoppy. Specifically on the back end. Smooth up front, hoppy bitterness on the back end. But that it tends to be my jam as far as some of these craft beers go. Like I mentioned, this is from Boulevard Brewing Company. So they got a few rotators out there. Their wheat's pretty good, their pale ale is pretty good. So if you ever see them, definitely check them out. They're out of Kansas City, Missouri. But I think that's going to wrap me up. You'll have to let me know what you think of Stars of Akarios, specifically if you have already played it, got into it, have some tips, some tricks. You got some tips, tricks on how I can flesh up this box. I would also appreciate some help there. But we'll be excited to dig into this over the next couple months. And like I said, I plan on probably picking up that update pack. I believe it was like $40 USD. So if this is a game I actually enjoy to play, no reason why we can't get some of those quality of life improvements into this. Maybe I could talk Brendan into selling me a new box. I don't know. Probably not going to happen, but we can always ask. But I think, like I said, it's going to wrap it up for me. You guys have a fantastic day. Get over to the Discord if you're not already over there. We can talk about this some more, and I will see you guys on the next one. Much love.